Good morning, Mary, and thank you firstly for appointing me to sell your wonderful home here at 1 Riverbank Court, Ashmore. Following on from this, I do note you have some final questions before we place your property on the market, so if I can, I'd like to answer some of these for you. Firstly, what is market value? The market value is generally determined by research and analysis of the immediate and surrounding areas to your property. There is an Australian-wide property sales database known as RP Data that records the details of all sales that occur and some basic information about each specific property. The information is generally taken from the listing and marketing details of the property when presented for sale. By then collaborating this analysis, this allows me to provide a very good guide to sellers like yourself into the expected market price or market value of the property, in this case yours here at 1 Riverbank Court, Ashmore. We've looked into the surrounding sales evidence, and in this case there was a lot of very similar riverfront properties that have sold in recent times. I've noted to you previously that there have been a flurry of activity in your street over the past 6 months with 5 very similar sales occurring. The best comparison we both agreed on was at number 5 Riverbank, which similarly was a double-storey home on an identical size lot as yours. 11 Riverbank Court, Ashmore, sold for 1.425, but was a 6-bedroom accommodation versus yours, which is 5. Both were a very similar age and a similar condition. This has allowed me to come to a market price guide for your property to the fall in the 1.35 to 1.4 range based on my estimate of value being 1.375, which I detailed to you in previous meetings. We are very confident based on the current market conditions, the recent sales and the condition of your property of achieving this price in this range. It's important to give you, as I would any seller, a price range versus a particular price. The selling of a residential property is a very subjective situation and is not an exact science. Value is always decided by what the buyer is willing to pay. Furthermore, having a small price range allows us to market the property to a higher depth of buyers. This is very important in creating the highest demand for your property. The more buyers we can have inspect the property in its very early days of marketing, the higher pressure on the buyers to put their very best foot forward with their offer. In the end, this is what I'm here for, to get you the very best price we can. With regards to your question about importing your information onto our agency database. In simple terms, we want to do this initially in an effort to try and find a buyer for your property without the need to expend advertising dollars marketing the property. Also, this will allow us to qualify strong leads and complete inspections only genuinely interested parties. If we could do away with having to open the property up to dreamers and neighbours, it's a benefit for you and for me. So moving forward, if I can summarise, it will list the property at the market range of 1.395 with an expectation sale between this price and 1.35. I have the Form 6 listing forms here. You will execute these now for me. I can then have our photographer and video professional complete the imagery for the home. Post this, we'll quietly list the property through the agency database, firstly in an effort to find a buyer. Following that, if no buyer is found utilising this method, we will organise an on-market campaign with open homes at your set times only, being Saturday between 10:30 and 11:30. If you're happy with all of the above, if so, that's great, and if you could sign the forms for me and we will get to work.